Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two quarterbacks of the defense will be counted on to lead their teams here today. It's Bowman's 49ers going up against Wagner's Hawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he is knocked down from the side. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
There goes Thomas Rawls. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. play clock's running down. Now Hoyer. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run with Rawls. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Hoyer. Escapes the sack. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Hoyer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
First down, this is Rawls. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll look to throw here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, a run with Hyde. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd down and 4. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offense that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They go again with Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20. The 3rd quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Hyde. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They run high, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here's Beathard to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Procise. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. This will be taken at the 10. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. To throw is Beathard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Hyde. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Beathard going for it all. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson going to give to Rawls. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. On 3rd and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the pressure comes? He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Beathard. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Wilson to give to Rolls. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Beathard. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This is Rolls. And room there to work it inside the 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.